Hey everybody, it's Kristina of Crafty Paws. I wanted to share with you guys an additional baseball card style card that I made for Judy, who is JWScraps here on YouTube. She asked folks to make a sided card, um, including a scripture or your favorite quote on the front and some information about yourself in the back. She asked folks to consider adding their picture. It's not a requirement, but she would like it if you would. So I printed out one more picture of myself with Biscuit and Bandito. This picture was one that my hubby took of me and my babies last fall when it was our 5th wedding anniversary. So I printed out that picture. I matted it on a kind of a dark blue, cloudy kind of paper. You can't really make out what it is. It's a little lighter down here and darker up here. And then a golden cardstock behind that. And that was all started because the background paper was actually like a doggy pattern paper. It had all these doggy names, Rover, Spot, Lady, and it was a dark brown cardstock that had some gold and blues in it. Well, now you can't see any of that now, but that was what drove this color scheme initially. Then on dark brown cardstock, again to coordinate with that paper, I stamped out and gold embossed this saying, which is one of my favorites. It says, "My goal in life is to be as good a person as my dog already thinks I am." And that was a stamp that was included in this awesome stamp set. I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing. It's a Cloud 9 Designs stamp set, and it was gifted to me by sweet Laura, who's Little Lulu Scraps here on YouTube. Thank you, Laura. I absolutely adore this stamp set. And this was a fantastic use for it because I got to gold emboss. How fun is that? Looks so professional. Anyway, once I laid it all out, I added these two little felt paw prints, which I picked up at Michael's. I think it was on clearance, under $1. And then I thought that the background was really overwhelming or kind of fighting with the sentiment, which I really wanted to stand out. So I started thinking about what I could do to mute the background because it was a dark brown. So I took white acrylic paint, I watered it down, I put that over the pattern paper, and I did like how that looked, but now it was looking too washed out. So then I took my gelatos. I took my dark and light pinks, my orange, my gold, and yellow, and I thought I would try kind of a rainbowy kind of, I don't know, ombre kind of effect. And I did like how that turned out, only the edges of the card was white. It started white, so I didn't put any of the watered down acrylic paint on it, so there was no tooth. So, meaning like, you know, the texture on the paper. So the gelatos were not sticking to that very well. And I don't know if you can even tell because the camera's kind of washing out the color. But so what I did was I took my metallic jelly roll pens in pink and yellow and orange, and I made these little kind of squiggly line, you know, every other centimeter to add extra color to the edges of the card. Of course, I don't know which way to turn. It's like backwards or something. Anyway, I like how that looks much better. It kind of more consistently spreads the color throughout. And I also like the fact that it's a little pink and kind of more pastel-y, springy. Now the back, I used a little envelope folder that New Crafter Bev had given me. She also gifted me lots of little 6x6 papers, and I cut one of those up, and I used my corner chomper, the Deco. It's a We Are Memories chomper that I picked up around my birthday. And I did that. I made that tag, and I punched a little hole, and I tied a little seam binding bow on that. And this seam binding is kind of a mint color, and it just goes perfectly, I think, coordinated nicely. Not matchy-matchy, but coordinated. And this was from Myra, who's Crafty Rats here on YouTube. I added 2 more little paw prints, this time in the black and gray. I thought it went nicely with this color palette. So that's my card. If you guys get a chance, please play along. Judy's a really sweet lady, and it's not hard to make a card like this. It's no different than like an A2 size card. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.